to a place where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good evening, one. Good evening, all, and welcome to the Toon Review YouTube channel, where tonight we have a transfer show for you with me, Billy, and of course, Mr. Stato there, who will be bringing us the information on all the players in the show today. He has been working hard, but the sad news is that tonight, Alex has had a very bad day, guys. It is fair to say that he's had the day from hell. So what we need is some love in the comments for him, because not the raw meat this time, because he's a very brittle man. He has COVID. He's tested positive for COVID today, and also had a very expensive mechanical bill for his car. So it's been a bit of a bad day for you, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to get COVID in August. I don't know how that happens. I don't think I've ever had it before. I thought I'd managed to avoid it, and then unfortunately, a family member messaged me through.
Alex, I'm going on holiday on Sunday, and I was with you both days of the weekend.
I know. I do apologise. I know.
I
was fine over the weekend, though. I was absolutely fine.
Yeah, you were. Yeah,
I wasn't ill. I started to get a bit of a sore throat Monday. I thought it was just from a lot of shouting in the ground over the weekend. Potentially, I didn't realise there were any issues.
Or dancing your night away on Saturday and things like that.
Very possibly. Yeah.
You just never know. But Billy, you're in fighting spirits tonight. Good spirits. Broadband working, which is a very good sign straight away. Now that you've moved your router, it seems to be much better. And obviously with the Beatles T-shirt on there as well. So looking.
Oh yeah, sorry Tom as well. I realised I said I to Tom on Sunday.
Yes,
Alex,
you did see Tom as well.
Anybody who saw me at the weekend, I'm so sorry.
Just be careful, guys. If you start getting a sore throat, you're in shit. Okay. So, and by the way, I'd just like to, before we get going, Ian, who was on last night, his son Tommy, it was his 13th birthday yesterday, and forgot to give him a shout out. So, Tommy, hope you had a great day, mate, and see you soon, buddy, and happy birthday. So he was 13 yesterday. Matt says, let's hope Billy has a better connection tonight. Well, he definitely does. Baz down under says, good morning. You were only looking at centre backs.
I mean, have a look at the thumbnail, Baz, mate.
Yeah, there isn't a centre back on the thumbnail, but it's fine. It's fair enough. Tucky, thank you very much, Anthony Tuck, become a new member of the channel today. Thank you very much, buddy, and much appreciated. Thank you for your support. And Louis Von Wrestling has been a member for 19 months. Well done, Louis. Haven't seen you for a while, matey, so good to see you on here tonight. And I hope the wrestling's going very well for you. My throat's a bit scratchy. Uh-oh.
He's going to play on this so much.
Give it to Alex.
Susan, just get him a test so we can end this straight away.
Susan's saying get well soon, Alex, but I have a feeling she'll kill you if I get COVID before we go away. Well, yeah. She will kill you dead.
It wouldn't be nice to me just yet. I might ruin the weekend.
Absolutely not. Ty says so many transfer links these last 48 hours. Exciting. Absolutely it is. We've had a new member pop in again, Jamie Brewerton. Thank you, Jamie, for your support and welcome to Members Club. Now, I did say that we have a competition tonight for the members. They can win an away shirt, which is a medium, or a large third kit shirt. So those are both up and available for prizes tonight. I will tell you how you can win those prizes a little bit later. A, because I haven't set it up yet, and B, I need to, just get Alex to talk for a bit so I can set it up while he's chatting about the signing. So we will come on to that. So don't forget, you have to be a member though to win these prizes, and it's what we do every so often. Give something back to our members as well. There's more coming up for members as the season opens up as well. Matt Hayes, good evening to you. Ian says, who are the two mysterious players Eddie's been hinting at? Who knows? Matthew says, get Paqueta. Well, Man City have gone strongly in on Paqueta, by the way.
I mean, if this doesn't prove, like, I know when we pew-pewed his links, fair enough. But when people were saying, he's not that good anyway, we should move on, this proves that that's nonsense. He's always been very good. Yeah. Pep and Man City wouldn't want Paqueta if he wasn't any good. He is incredible. He was just in a very strange West Ham side who just signed whoever. They signed Scamacca. Like, they just signed random players who were vaguely good. Didn't know how to use them.
To leave as well. Can you imagine that they lose Rice, Paqueta, and Scamacca all in the same transfer window? My prediction on West Ham finishing where they were yesterday suddenly just topples away.
But we all mentioned this, didn't we? We all mentioned that if they can steady the ship and recruit well, they might be all right. However,
time is running out to do that.
Because they're in the Europa League in pot 1, remember? So if they don't get this right, it might spiral. They might be in the relegation zone. They might fumble it. I hope they don't, because I like West Ham. But
it looks like James Ward-Prowse is signing for him, doesn't it? I think it'll be a good signing for him.
Yeah, he's been heavily linked with them. Joe Bentley says, anyone know what's happening with Fabian Schär? Nothing yet. He wasn't pictured in any of the training photos, so I can only imagine that he's not fit yet. Now, time is pressing on for the Villa game, so it may be a case of that Fabian Schär isn't going to make it. But look, the man's a machine. We know that. He can... he doesn't need to be training for 3 or 4 days. Once he's fit, he'll be back on the pitch. It is a little bit of a worry, obviously, because we've been talking about finding another right centre-back as a sort of study. The question is, if Fabian Schär isn't fit come Saturday, does he go with Lascelles or does he go with young Murphy? Because I've seen some very good stories with Murphy today, how Eddie Howe has absolutely loved him and he's really surprised him in training and things like that. So it's going to be a tough one because I think Murphy's better than Lascelles.
I mean, it's win-win, isn't it? It's cheeky. If he plays Murphy and we don't win, then that provides a bit of onus for the owners to pull the trigger on a centre-half signing.
Yeah,
and equally, if we play Lascelles and we don't win, it achieves the same thing. If we play either of these spare centre-halves and it doesn't work, it helps our case in the fact that we need a new centre-half.
Yeah.
So I don't really care. I think it's fine. I just hope that, Jamal Lascelles has made mistakes before for us. We still love him anyway. Club captain. It is what it is. We know he's got that in his locker. Whereas I don't want Alex Murphy to be under that pressure of having made a mistake in a big game. I hope not, because people will get on his back who don't know what they're talking about, and that'd be a bit unfair. Because we know he's a good player. We've seen a few decent performances recently. I mean, as Billy said, I think it was on Sunday, or was it Saturday? Saturday. Yeah, Saturday against Fiorentina was excellent performance from him, really.
Yep. Dr. House, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, glad we got Livermento, Paul. Love the channel. You lads are awesome. Can't wait for the season to start. Thank you very much. By the way, the usual applies. If you do enjoy tonight's show, guys, give it the thumbs up because it is very important that we stay up there in the YouTube search results. I've been working on new descriptions for the shows, which should push us up there in the algorithm as well. The first one is on this show in the description. It is a lengthy one. I feel like I've put it's really good and should push us up there. But if you're new to the channel as well, hit the subscribe button, completely free to do so. And of course, hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any videos. And of course, you can donate, as Dr. House has just done to the channel today, by hitting that $sign right underneath the live chat. And of course, you get your comment read straight out. Right. Julie J says she still cannot get on here with her original account. No idea, Jules. It's something to do with YouTube. We can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Stephen, good evening. Leon says it's mad how popular this channel has gotten since 2 or 3 years ago. Much love. Thank you, Leon. Geordie Toon for Life says Anderson does have lots of pace, to be fair, only lacking does have lots of quality, to be fair, but only lacking a bit of pace. Talks of Anderson. I mean, this is the Anderson at Crystal Palace, of course, that they're talking about in the chat there. New Jersey Geordie says, evening, you beauties. Good evening to you, bud. Paul Tully, good evening. Lots of steak emojis coming in, Alex. I think that's just to make you feel better. Julie J gives you a heart instead of a steak, so that's a positive. Ian says, if you can get Tonali to sing the Blade and Races, I will donate 100 quid of me mum's money. Wow. James says, Stato is always positive. There's no need to worry. Mason, good evening. Barry says, ooh, off the meat now, mate. KB, good evening from Belfast. Hope you're well, buddy. Haven't seen you for a couple of shows, actually. Hope you're well. Boo to everyone in sunny USA. It's piddling down over here. Yes, it is.
It's all right in the Midlands, actually.
That's very nice.
Oh, well, you Southerners are twats. Michael says, big up Toon review. Ben says, Wirtz in the right half space. We're winning the lot. It'll be nice. Julie says, get well soon, Alex. COVID's horrible. Matt says, could be worse, Alex. Could have happened to me.
True.
Yeah. Mick says, watch your lads and lasses. Paul, Billy, and Alex. I'll read your bonny lads. Ben says, Stato, these are the best shows. It is definitely worth the work, Stato. Absolutely does a lot of hard work for them. Marius has put basically an ambulance. Let's hope that that's not needed at all. Tony says, Anthony says, get well soon, Alex. Tony says, unlucky, Alex, take care. COVID can sneak up on you. Indeed, it can. Paul, you've just had it. You wouldn't have caught it off Alex. Well, I had it a few weeks ago. Yeah, it can happen. And
maybe you gave it to me. Maybe it was the lingering.
Oh, give over. I'm not a carrier. Jesus, I'm offended. Mark says, I've just had COVID for the past week for the first time, and it's not nice, pal. Look, I said to Alex, does he need to take any time off or anything like that? He went, no, I'm all right.
I mean, I'm drinking a Madry, so I'll do what I want. It's fine.
Yeah.
Can I just mention as well, Danielle's in the chat. I absolutely love Danielle's find on Twitter. It's Livramento in his training shirt.
Yes, with the number 10. Yeah, I've seen that. It was a brilliant find by Danielle, actually.
I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's the number 10 training kit, and they've rubbed off the number 10 and printed back on the number 21 for Livramento.
But not where the number 10 was. You can clearly see the number 10. It is shoddy, to say the least. And by the way, talking of shoddy, good evening, Castor. I've just sent an email off to their concierge to try and find out where the hell my third kits are, because I still haven't. 18th of July, these were ordered. Or the 23rd. 18th. I'm pretty sure it was the 18th. We looked it up. They were ordered. I have heard nothing about a delivery. Nothing at all. So, Castor, pull your fingers out, you useless gets, and get me my shirts. I'm sick of them. Stephen says, Billy, can you sing Love Me Do?
I can do, yeah.
But he's not on this show. Ian says, is Alex actually from China? What a strange question.
It's a COVID thing, ain't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Julie says, my membership's due to run out on my original account. Don't understand why it's invisible. Well, Julie, you'll have to sign up on this one to win the prizes, love, unfortunately, because it will see that you're not a member and it won't put you forward. So I don't know what you're going to do. Anyway, we've got $9.99 super chat from William Way. Thank you very much, William. He says, been a while since I was able to donate, but glad to. Now, Billy's commentary is second to no one. We
thanks, William.
All of them are going to come in. The commentaries this season are really, really good stuff.
I like how you said Southern twats to everyone, and we literally have Southern Geordie in the chat. Like, huh?
Yes, but when I refer to Southern twats, I refer to used to, not the viewers. Because used to are just genuinely. Oh, look at him! Look at him! I mean, that's. Predator wants me to do a live COVID test on the show. That ain't happening. No way, because just my look, it would bloody be positive, and then everybody would be laughing at me in the chat, and I'm not having it. Keith Dites, thank you for your $5 super chat, buddy. Props to Stephen Fraser, donated 10 memberships near the start of the show. Right. Thank you, Keith, for telling me. I didn't realize that. I haven't seen that come up on the chat. Stephen, that's incredible. 10 memberships. Yeah, it's just actually flashed up now. That is unbelievable. Thank you, Stephen. 10 memberships. You are an absolute star. Thank you so much for that, Stephen. I know Stephen I've met him a couple of times in the village. He's a very, very, very nice guy. And I hope you're well, buddy. And I'm bumping into you again soon when we're both out with the dogs. Julie says, Paul's had it less than 90 days ago, so he can't catch it off Alex. Well, I hope you're right, Julie. I really hope you're right. Some reason don't let me make direct debit. Some reason Paul need to do it again each month. Yeah, some people do. They need to some automatically renew, some don't. I don't understand why that is. Again, that is an issue with YouTube. And I just... It's a mess sometimes. It really is. Harry Maguire to West Ham, by the way. It looks like that's going to happen for 30 million, Billy. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I've forever blown fucking bubbles. Fuck off.
Do you know we haven't seen our resident hammer in here for a while? I wonder if he's just decided to just go into hiding. Mr. Resident Hammer, get yourself back on here and let us know how you feel about signing Harold Maguire, because, well, Billy's just give you his thoughts there. Not so much in words, but yeah. Paul Tully says, if West Ham lose Paqueta, then West Ham are up shit creek. Yes, they are. I really do believe that. Right, Alex, who's the first player we got today? Are we ready?
Yeah, I guess we are. We'll go. We might as well start big. Why not? Is everybody
Florian
here yet?
Wirtz.
Everybody is here. Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
Most people seem to be in the house. So that is a terrible picture, by the way, and not at all what he looks like. It's an awful.
He looks
haircut.
like I don't. I mean, it's very hard to describe that photo. I'm not going to get Billy to describe it because we'll get chucked off YouTube.
No. He looks like a very young Jamie Vardy. There.
I don't know. This is
like
how
a
I know
boy
that
band
I'm.
member.
Well, yeah, this is how I know I'm getting older, because there's two haircuts for these lads, sort of 20 or under now. It's either the straight line and down, or the I've got lots of funny curls on the top of my head. Those are the two haircuts. There doesn't seem to be anything else. Anyway, Florian Wirtz. Before I put this one out, I mean, I'm going to do it straight away.
There's a lot of the chat coming in, Alex, that he looks like a German Harvey Barnes.
I mean, Harvest Barnes. It's a very good shout.
Harvest Barnes. You'll know. Yes. Oh, God, what was it? That manager's back, by the way, isn't he? The one with the squeaky German voice. Is he Leeds manager now?
Daniel Farker.
Yeah.
I know his brother.
You know, I have this very, very squeaky German voice, and I can't get the message across to the players all the time because they just laugh at my voice. You know him?
His brother Daft used to play for Coventry years ago.
So for people concerned that he's German or young,
that went over everybody's head, Billy. I got it. That was cracking. But I don't get on with it, Alex. Anyway, I'm going to sort this competition out, so I'm going to go quiet for a while.
So it's not super often we get to review a player like this, but he's got 8 caps for Germany. He's 20. He's a freak. He's got three seasons of senior football in the Bundesliga. He's 20. It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. The kid is a superstar. He's probably going to, whenever he goes anywhere, it's going to be somewhere close to 100 million, whether it's 80, 120, somewhere in between that bracket, it'll be something. Wirtz has been a wonder kid for a few years now. He did get an injury. His stats are still absolutely ridiculous, regardless of that. Wages are fine. However, it's going to be the transfer fee. It's going to be astronomical. I don't really know what happens with Wirtz. I think one of two things happens. I do apologize with the COVID cough. He's either going to go to Bayern in 1 or 2 seasons, or he's just going to go for an absolute fat transfer to the Premier League. Potentially somewhere like City, Chelsea, maybe us if it's the right time. We have been linked with him in recent, the last couple of days. However, it is a bit of a bonkers link because he's just insane. So I'll scroll down. We'll show you the goods. We'll show you the money. ball progression is just stupid. So successful take-ons when he's actually taking the ball forwards. When he wants to get past you, he gets past you. You don't have a say in the matter. If ball go forward, you're not going to stop him. Whether he wants to pass it or carry it, he's quite good at it when he does it. Passes attempted are through the roof. He would fit so well in a high possession dominant team. He's already putting up stupid number. He's a child, and the numbers are just frighteningly good. 96th percentile for shot creating actions at 5.66 is absurd. His assist per 90 is absurd. He's got a lot of blocks in as well. His tackles are sort of mediocre. Interceptions is a bit low, but he's a forward player, to be fair. He plays very high up. He's as the seasons have gone on, he's playing further and further forward. I mean, you've got versus attacking midfielders and wingers here. If we put it versus forwards, it becomes that, which is it's broken. It's absolutely broken. So we compare who he's playing similar to, or who his statistics are profiling similar to, which is Julian Brandt, incredible for Dortmund. Szoboszlai, of course, we know is a freak, is a freak of nature and incredible talent. You've got Elise on here. You've got Mahrez on here. Willian Cabella, obviously. I know we don't like Remy Cabella, but he's performed amazing in France statistically. Jack Grealish and Rayan Cherki in here. Everybody loves Rayan Cherki from the under-21s. There's no surprises. He's got 8 caps for Germany at this age. I just feel like he's a little bit out of our reach, but even so here's his career to date so far. You've got statistics for him at Col under 27. Under 2017s, under 17s as a 15-year-old. So you've got 3 reasonable senior seasons here. Like I said at the beginning, 25 starts, 22 starts, 11 starts. He did have an injury last year, but he still managed 6 assists and a goal from 11 starts, which is just stupid. That's insane. Very, very healthy output for a child. Just bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I'm running out of adjectives. Let's have a look at some games for him. He is a child. It's absurd. It's absurd. So this is one of the games against. Is this Gladbach? Yeah, it is. It is Gladbach. So funny little system in there. 3-4-3. You got Diaby on one side. Wirtz playing as a winger. They're quite happy to rotate on either side. Wirtz is more of a floating attacking midfielder, wide player, whereas Diaby is very much a winger. But Wirtz, statistically, if we have a look here, yeah, there you go. So you can see he floats. He does what he wants. He's one of those where he's just so good, he does what he wants. 4 successful dribbles, 4 key passes, tidy passing accuracy considering he was trying to do all the dangerous stuff. Reasonable ground duels, again, for somebody very young, quite slight, 6 out of 13. I don't think that's terrible. Was fouled a couple of times. Just a creative machine, an absolute creative machine. However, we look at the transfer marked. Here he is with a less silly haircut, more of a normal haircut. There we go. Born in Pulheim. Current market value is 85 million euros. European biscuits, that's a lot of them. Very long contract until 2027. So his player agent is relatives, which is an interesting one. So we can't click on this and get any more information. We don't know, I don't. It is what it is. It's going to be quite a unique situation. I don't know. Depending on his development in the next, that I didn't know that. That apparently they think Manchester City are interested. I've not seen that link, but that's news to me. Yeah, he's bonkers. He is absolutely bonkers good. This is one of those. This would be Tonali on steroids. If we got this sort of signing, unless we've got a big bag of cash that we don't know about, that we can circumvent FFP, this does not happen. It just doesn't happen unless we suddenly get some mad sponsorship and we get.
So why do you think we've been linked with him then? If there's absolutely no chance, because I've seen more than one link to him. It's not like this is just one link.
It's a few publications from several countries. To be fair, you're right. It's not just in the nose; it's real journalists. I don't know, because to be honest with you, the price is astronomically high. But he's one of the next big things. Honestly, the sort of the way we talk about players like Bernardo Silva and these kind of players, like this is that kind of guy. This guy will win Champions Leagues. He will be an absolute superstar. No doubt about it. He's a freak. and he will go somewhere. It's just, again, I feel like it's one of those signings that's a little bit too premature for us to be making one of those signings. But I do think we are due one. I do think we are honestly due one. I think Isak wasn't that because of less playing time. He had a bit of a wobble season at Sociedad. There was a little bit more of an element of risk about that, whereas there is no element of risk with Wirtz. Every time he's on the pitch, he's phenomenal. There is not even a shadow of a doubt.
Well, Nick Thornton's just said there, is Wirtz this season's Isak signing, the one signing that none of us saw coming?
Yeah, but we knew there was a bit of wiggle room and they would pull the trigger if needed. We don't have that. That position is quite well stocked at the moment. Why would we need Wirtz? Like, unless there's going to be some 45 mil bid for Willock that we don't know about, and somebody like, unless we get an outgoing that surprises us, I don't see this happening. I just can't see how we get it.
Billy,
hello.
What do you reckon?
Brilliant player. Yeah. Every time I see him, he's outstanding. Look, I think every season he's been in the FIFA Team of the Year season thing in the Bundesliga that he's been playing. Just a phenomenal player. But I don't see
young as well. Young and
he's a fantastic. He'd be a fantastic signing for us, but I don't see it happening. I've got to be honest. As Alex says, we're well stocked in that area, and the FFP restrictions. And unless someone like Bruno was to be sold, and I couldn't see it happening.
Well, it's funny that because Baz Down Under just put sell Bruno and bring this guy in.
And they're very different players.
Very different players, and it will be very, very. Look, the fact that he's been linked in numerous places that
it's flattering. To be fair,
it is, and it does tickle the taste buds a little bit. You know, it gets the fizz going a little bit. Thinking, you know, could this be, you know, this summer's big signing that, like has been mentioned in the chat, that nobody saw coming, you know, on an 8-year deal, which means we can spread the payments out and stuff like that. You just don't know. It would be quite remarkable.
He's too good. The only 3 clubs I could see signing him now are Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. I think he's that caliber signing. I think he's insane.
Well, it's strange that he hasn't at all been linked with Bayern. I find that very strange because normally they pick out the German wonder kids straight away, don't they, and bring them in.
Bayern's got the money earmarked elsewhere, though, hasn't he? We all know that.
Well, that's very true as well, Billy. Yes, a certain Harold Kane. Coach Austin, thank you for being a member for 15 months. He says, what an experience, 15 months of the Toon Review. Love it. Keep it up, lads. First class. Thank you very much, Coach Austin. And thank you again for the donation of the shirts. Right. If you want to win the shirts tonight, we will just do it all at once. So we'll do one draw, then another straight after. So this is for a Newcastle United green away shirt, which is a size medium, and a third kit, which is a size large. All you have to do is, if you're putting a comment in, at the end of your comment, just put hashtag NUFC, or if you want to enter the draw, just put hashtag NUFC, but you have to be a member, guys. So if you're not a member, this isn't the draw for you. You have to be a member, but you do need to put hashtag NUFC in your comment, and that will automatically pick up and go straight into the draw, which we will do later on. But like I say, you have to be a member. Otherwise, it doesn't involve you guys normally tonight. However, we will be doing other draws for all the viewers coming up as well. But you do need to be a member of the channel. So that's hashtag NUFC. You can put a comment and put it at the end of your comment, or you can just put hashtag NUFC and you will be in the draw. But like I say, you have to be a member of the channel. So thank you for that. We will continue the show while they start coming in, and we will do the draw a little bit later on. But as I say, I have to stipulate, it is a members draw tonight, but we will be doing others very, very soon for subscribers and viewers. So don't worry, you will get the opportunity to win something. But tonight's is just members. Thank you for that. Right. Look, Florian Wirtz is somebody that we can, get quite excited about if things do start rolling. If we start getting mega reports in saying that Newcastle United are right in there with a chance of signing them, I will be absolutely astonished. And my God, would it start getting the fizz going, Billy? Would it start just teetering on those taste buds?
Yeah, I mean, this lad is another one of these starlets that's going to be something really special, that similar to Szoboszlai was. So yeah, without a doubt.
Peter Bill, unfortunately, you're not a member, so you cannot win I know you've put hashtag NUFC, but you're not a member there. However, Nikki Milliken has just become a new member of the channel. Thank you very much, Nikki. You can now join and put it in. So there you go. Welcome to Members Club. But I am very sorry, Mr. Who was it? Did I just say there?
Peter Bill.
Peter Bill. Sorry that you aren't in the draw. Ryan, a member for 19 months, of course, one of our mods as well. The only thing I'd like from Castor is an away kit from the boss. Oh, look at him trying to just milk his way in there. Like, nice try, Ryan. Christian Cardi. What?
He still hasn't put the hashtag, though.
Well, I think he did earlier on, actually. I think he did earlier on. John Robertson, you're unfortunately not a member, so you won't be in the draw, buddy. Kristen Cardi Christensen is a new member. Welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much. And you've just put hashtag NUFC in there, so you are into the draw. So well done. Tookie says, hi, Paul, buddy. Just to let you know, it's my birthday 1 week on Saturday. And then 2 weeks on Saturday, the hockey season starts for the Warriors against Billingham. Indeed, they do. Big season coming up for Whitley Warriors this season. I'll be going to a few games as well. I'm going to start going back and cheering the lads on. Right, who have we got next, Alex? It is Trevoh Chalobah.
Yeah, so I reckon the chat's going to be a bit split on this, but I quite like him. I think it's an interesting shout. Obviously, Chelsea have just signed Disasi, which means they clearly don't have enough faith in Chalobah, which it's not like they've got European football for rotation. So it's a bit of a damning verdict on him, to be fair, to bring in Disasi. It's a bit of a kick in the face, considering he's got a very long contract. It's been with them for a long time. I think it's a bit rude. I think you offer him out, or it's just something's not right there. I don't think it's right. I think something's definitely gone on. So I think if he's available, I don't think Chelsea would sell to us. However, market value seems relatively low. There's a lot of websites, including Transfermarkt, valuing him around 20-ish million euros, pounds, whatever we want to call it. The wages are very, very low, surprisingly, for a Chelsea player. We could double it. I prefer not to, but I mean, we could. Still only 24 years old, fits the age profile, 6'2.5", right-footed centre half, very good experience in the league, athletic, quicker than Fabian Schär. Doesn't quite have the long ball profile, but is an interesting shout. It's definitely an upgrade on Lascelles and the rotation centre halves. Let's be fair. Interesting enough, born in Sierra Leone as well, but he has done all of his youth appearances for the England under-21s. So let's have a look at him statistically. We're going to have to take this with a pinch of salt because Chelsea have moved between funny back threes, back fours last season. It was a mess. So for somebody to come out of Chelsea's season last year with even moderate statistics is impressive because it was an absolute just car crash of a season for them. You've got to take these with a pinch of salt because he was playing in a back three for a lot of the time. A lot of appearances at right back as well, which will skew this somewhat. But very good progression numbers, whether it's through dribbling or passing the ball, very positive. He's used to playing in a possession-based side. He's used to the pressure. He's played Champions League minutes. And then he is versatile as well. He's played on the left side, the right side, in the middle. He's actually got a few appearances as a defensive midfielder as well. Additionally, he can play as a right back. So he's good, versatile cover. If we go and have a look at who he profiles like as well. So, I mean, this is extremely flattering. You've got Kanate, Akanji, Hikapia's in there, Ruben Diaz, Militao, Tapsoba, who we've been linked with as well. That's extremely flattering. And that just goes to show that he's not a bad centre-half and is probably a little bit underrated, I think. So seasons, I mean, we'll probably actually look at Transfermarkt to see that because it shows it a bit better. So here he is, born in Freetown in Sierra Leone. So 18 million market value. His highest was last year at 22 million euros. Very, very good pedigree for the national setup at youth level. So many appearances, to be fair. A lot of appearances at youth level. But obviously he can't do that anymore because he's 24. Contract expires 2028 with the option for a further year. I don't know if that's the club's option or his option. That will depend on what that does to the transfer fee. However, interesting. It is interesting. So CAA base, Who are they? Can't remember. Do we know anyone? Oh, they've got Madison. Funny that. Do we know anyone else?
Do we know anyone?
Kingsley Coman,
Son,
Royce.
Richarlison,
Yeah, so they
Raphael
good
Varane.
representation.
Cole
I'm
Palmer,
just trying
of
to
course,
see if
youngster at Man City. Yep.
Kieran Trippier. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So Trippier and Chris Wood. Yeah. So we do have experience with his representation. I was looking for games to show you guys. However, just what is this? I mean, one game, look, he's playing the left side of a back three next to Ben Chilwell. And then a few games later, he's playing as a right back in a back four against Forest. I mean, there's just no point. I mean, if anything, this highlights his versatility, but I'm not going to start, throwing off statistics at you about him because he's been used in so many different roles. You really do at this point have to treat the stats with a pinch of salt because his performances in certain positions are going to exacerbate and skew different things. I think he's a good signing though. If we were to get him, I think if he leaves Chelsea, he'll be good for wherever he goes. I like it. Sure. I can't see Chelsea letting him go.
Well, not to us anyway. I mean, how many times have we seen this? The Lewis Hall situation and things like that. I mean, it just, I can't see Chelsea letting him go to Newcastle. They've been very funny with us, Chelsea, and I think it's, when last season we saw the owners down there, didn't we, at Stamford Bridge, and everything looked really friendly and cushy. Having said that, I think it's very much different now. Billy, what's your thoughts on Chalobah?
I like him. I think all he needs is a win of games, and I think he'll be a really, really good Premier League centre half. If I'm perfectly honest, doesn't seem to get wins of games at Chelsea. They've got about 20 million centre backs or defenders to choose from. They've got Levi Colwill as well added to the mix this year, as well as Dizazi and other people that are already there. Yeah. So he's not going to get much game time at Chelsea. So yeah, I'll be in for him. He's got a bit of pace about him. Versatile. Yeah, I quite like Chalobah. I think he's a good player.
For the people asking if he's faster than Anderson, yes, that's why he's used at fullback.
He's got pace, definitely, which isn't a bad thing that we could use back there, really. So, yeah, I like it. I like him. I think Eddie Howe would do wonders for him, to be honest, and he'd get game time. Like you've just said there, Billy, I think game time at Chelsea is going to be very restricted for him because of who they've already got and who they've brought in. I think, somebody like him could develop really well under Eddie Howe.
Yeah, he'll be appreciated and developed and respected.
Yeah, and again, he's 24. He's a really good age as well. So, yeah, I'd be open to that one. We've got a few new members come in. Mick Hemel-Bolt, Julie Dorset-Bell, Carl Lambert, and Avina Turkish. You are all new members and all in the draw because I've seen you put NUFC there. Seattle Geordie, who's been a member now for 19 months, coming up on 2 years membership. Fantastic support from Seattle Geordie. He says he ordered the third shirt and shorts and got it within 8 days.
All the way in Seattle as well. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Sorry you've been custored. Love the show as always. Yeah. I'm annoyed. I have a right to be annoyed with the situation. Look, Castoria, they're just absolute monumental idiots. How can they not? I only live literally, I can see St. James's Park from my back garden, and I can't get a shirt since ordered on the 18th of July. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is. I like coffee. Says I forgot.
It's a lovely shirt, I've got to say.
Yeah, you can see right through, Billy. You're a twat. I like coffee says I forgot if Joachim Anderson was covered on the transfer show. Yeah, we've done him a few weeks ago. Yeah, Chelsea will expect Arsenal to be top 4 next year, but they will need us to drop out, in my opinion. Ashley 80 says I just hope we get a high quality centre back under 25. Got to trust the team who we will get. Well, I mean, if it's Chalobah, I wouldn't be too disappointed, to be honest. Ryan says Chalobah has killed it everywhere on loan, so I'm sure that experience has got him to that level.
Different Chalobah, I think.
Oh no, it is. It's not. It's
a different one at Fulham last year. Yeah, there was 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, it's a different
There's
one.
quite a few
the other ones at West Brom now, I think.
Why do I hear the name Chalobah and I want to shout Shabba? Do you remember Shabba, Billy, back in the day? Shabba, man. Shabba. Yeah, it was the youth. Stephen says, hi, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Stephen. James says, I can see why Alex has put him up for conversation, but I just feel we should be looking a bit better. Example, long-term partner for Botman.
He's 24.
Well, he's 24.
He
would be a long-term. Yeah. Jan says, I like Billy. Well, thank you, Jan. I'm sure he likes you too. Paul says, I got my shirt in Canada within the week. Sorry, Paul. Castor are all over the place, but here, at least they do things better. Yeah. Here, Paul, do Castor watch the show? They've probably heard you rubbishing them from your garden. Well, they probably have, mate, and I don't frankly give a shit. They are terrible. And I've put that in the email. I've explained that I know people overseas who ordered after me who've got the pig in shirts. Yet we haven't got ours yet, me and my daughter. It's a ridiculous procedures that they go through and a ridiculous company. Anyway, don't get me started. I feel the blood pressure rising every time I talk about Castor. Chappers, thank you very much for your $4.99 super chat. He says, I went to the doctor last week. I said, can I have some sleeping pills for the wife? He said, why? I said, she's woke up. Oh, dear. Wowzers. Chris says, all these so-called top six teams are said to be going to improve. But remember, Newcastle will not stand still. Last season, we missed 69 big chances and hit the woodwork more than anyone else. Well, there's it.
That is true. And Fabian Schär accumulated an XG of 5 and scored 1.
Yes. I think that's a bit harsh, though, Fabian Schär getting an XG of 5, Alex. I mean, you know.
He did. It's 4.9. I can show you. He got 4.9.
No, I believe you,
XG.
but I think it's a little bit.
Because I've been invited. A few friends of mine have been asking whether they should put Fabian Schär or Botman in their FPL teams, and I just said, "Well, I love Fabian Schär. However, he scores 1 or 2, thunders per season, and then everything else hits the crossbar or goes out wide by that much. Very unlucky."
Luke says, can everyone stop calling Andersen Anderson, please? It's a very important distinction. Okay.
I think it's his namesake. That's why I saw him saying that earlier. But you've got to remember, you can't say namesake when your YouTube name is Luke PI because there's no reference to Anderson in that.
Well, we know Luke. He's a member and a friend of the channel. So, he wears hats a lot.
But he mentioned that earlier. He went, we're linked with my namesake, but he didn't reference anything. And I'm like, Luke? Who we linked to called Luke? Yeah, I was scanning like the Premier League, like who's called Luke.
Bill says, go to the shop, Paul. I was in there on Friday and they had plenty of shirts and no queue. Sizes might be an issue as I didn't check all of them. Well, judging by Alex's reaction when he went in on Saturday, they haven't got a lot of sizes, never mind the bloody delivery.
10 o'clock Saturday morning, we're out of the most common shirt size.
Yeah, there you go. That says it all. Linda Lopez says, I like Billy too, but his accent is hard for me to understand.
I'm sorry, Linda. I shall speak slower for you, especially.
Mark says, Alex, have you previously covered Max Aarons on the Toon review? Bournemouth have hijacked Leeds today. I've seen that, yeah.
Have we done Max Aarons before?
I mean, we did.
Maybe a couple of years ago, yeah, possibly. Maybe in that first January when we were looking at players, we might have covered him, but it would have been ages ago.
Absolutely. James says, love the show. The channel is the only one I trust for real talk with no BS. Keep it up, lads. Well, we'll never claim to be in the know or bullshit anybody. We just talking about links with players as we normally do, and then if they sign them, we'll do a deep dive on them. Paul, I ordered 3 and they came in 5 days and only cost £6.10 postage. Well, isn't that funny? Sean says, Sports Direct, I've got the 3rd tops in. I got mine on the same day they came out. Yeah, I know. But then again, Mike Ashley's in with Castor, though, isn't he? So he's obviously going to try and pull one over Newcastle. Paul Tully says, we will score more this season. Can't wait to see Barnes, Gordon, Isak, and even Wilson feed off the scraps. Martin says, great show again. Thank you very much. Cristiano DJ8 says, up the Slovan Bratislava. Who are they playing tonight? They must be in Europe, are they?
Oh, have you seen that there's a team from the Faroe Islands that are 1 win away from making Europe as well? Oh my God.
That, yes.
I can't. Is it, it's not the Champions League, is it? Europa? It might be the Champions League.
I don't think it's Champions League. I think it's conference, mate.
It might be. think it might
I'm
be
not
more
sure.
than that.
Listen,
There's
they're
some
going to get
great,
better eventually, aren't they? They have to get better eventually, these little islands, don't they?
I love it though. I absolutely love it. It's the equivalent of when you get a lower league team or a lower tier team do really well in the FA Cup, and it's great for their finances. It's great for the fans. It's great for the health of the club. This is the equivalent when you get like the winner of like the Faroe Islands get into a group stage of something. It changes the club. To be honest, sometimes it can change the town or the city. Like it brings in that much revenue that it can change an area, and like it's positive for people's lives. It's really nice.
The Faroes beat someone in the World Cup qualifier in the early 90s. Can't think who it was. I'm hoping it was Scotland. But the goalkeeper used to wear a condom on his head. Remember him? The goalkeeper with that funny hat on his head. Like a condom stretched over his head. Yeah.
Well, I think there's
a
Polish team.
Do you remember, Billy, in the 80s, how bad Turkey were as a country? They were getting spanked everywhere they went. They used to come to Wembley and lose 8-0 and stuff like that. And they've improved. But I'm not saying, Turkey's a big country. I'm not putting them with the Faroes or anything. But listen, you never know. You never know what might happen. Foxy said Chalobah did well on loan in France with Lorient and championship with Huddersfield and Ipswich. So, yeah, good experience there. Definitely. So might be one to keep an eye on this, but we will see. Chappers, we don't do predictions for the weekend. We will do them on the preview show on Friday. We are going to do a little results prediction as well for the whole of the Premier League, not just Newcastle. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that and a little league table between the three of us. But we will... Note says the condom was for extra protection in the goal.
It was very safe, to be fair to him.
He was safe, yes. No spillages. Anyway, let's move on for our final player. And by the way, we will be doing the draw after the final player that Alex has done now. So if you are a member of the channel, hashtag NUFC in the comments, and you will be entered into the draw to win either a medium-size away shirt or a large third kit. As I say, you have to be a member. Hashtag NUFC in the comments, and you will be entered into the draw. Currently, we have 94 entries in there. So there's a lot of people in the draw. So if you are a member, hashtag NUFC. If you're not a member and you try, it won't register you. So you basically can't happen. Tucky says, Paul, is there any chance I can have a signed picture of you, Billy, and Alex to put in my Hall of Fame from Tucky? We can sort that out for you, Tucky, definitely. Don't worry. We'll get that sorted. But anyone who tries to get in on a hashtag NUFC and isn't a member will not be registered. So it's pointless even doing it. Big Joe, I'm talking to you. So nice try, but you won't be entered. Anyway, Alex, who is the final player? It is Antonio Silva.
Antonio João Pereira Albuquerque Tavares Silva. I don't know why they all
2 seconds,
so many names.
Alex. Magpies, good evening, Mark. Hope you're well out there in the States, buddy. He says, Billy, I've slid into your DMs on Twitter. Can you send me a copy of your background, please, so I can use it for my work Zoom meetings and show these Americans what a real team looks like? Well, I don't know whether you can, Billy, can you? Because you haven't got the original, or have you?
No, I haven't, no. I don't think I have.
Mark, send me an email, matey, and I'll get that. I've got all the graphics on, so I'll send it out to you, buddy. So if you can get in touch, we'll get that sorted for you. No problem at all. Baz Down Under says, how many are watching? We've got nearly 1,200 people watching at the minute. Thank you. Right, go on then, Alex. Antonio Silva.
So, for people who are mentioning Anderson or Zaniolo in the chat, I'm aware we've been linked continuously, but we've done them before. So, unless there's any sort of more news or decent news with substance, then we'll wait. But Antonio Silva is not somebody that we've done before. At least I can't remember having reviewed him. So, another centre-half, right-sided centre-half, but quite versatile. 6'1.5". Again, I don't know what FB Ref's obsession is with everybody having to be half an inch on the dot. It's very bizarre. Born in 2003, so he is very, 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 very young. Like 3 years younger than Botman is madness. Rather good. So before I scroll down, don't be alarmed. But yeah, 98th percentile for pass completion accuracy. He's very good at completing passes. Bear in mind, this is not data that's compared against the top 5 leagues because it's in the Portuguese division. It is compared against leagues such as the MLS, the Championship, and other divisions. However, he has played. I think he's played lots of Champions League minutes. So there's reasonable data in here. He's been doing this against the big boys in the Champions League. So progressive passes, progressive carries are lovely for a centre half. Very tidy with the ball, decent at tackling. Offensively, not actually that bad either. His non-penalty XG is 0.13 for a centre half. So, one-ish, should be getting one-ish goal every 10 matches, 9 or 10 matches. That's not bad. 3 goals a season for a centre half. I'm cool with that. I think he's really good. We'll actually show you a little bit more. So let's pull these over, shall we? So we've got his Silva score here. So this is him for his country. This is him against, who is it against? Is it Serbia with Miran Pjanic? I think it is. Am I doing them a disservice? Oh no, it's Bosnia and Herzegovina. I do apologize. I've just created a civil war again. I'm so sorry. So Dzeko and Pjanic, of course. Kolasinac, yeah. So some good players in this team. He started on the right side of a back three next to Ruben Diaz with João Cancelo in front of him, Paulinho. So he had a lot of protection. However, very, very pretty bonkers heat map. A couple of clearances, won an aerial duel. All of the strings that exist were pulled. 94% pass accuracy, 93 out of 99 passes is ludicrous. 2 out of 4 long balls as well is just absurd. 105 touches. A 19-year-old at international level just says, give me the ball, I'll be fine. I'll do what I want with it. It's not a problem. Very, very confident young man. An extreme talent. This is him for Benfica against Inter Milan in a 3-3 draw in the Champions League. Equally absurd in a back four this time, right side. They did concede 3 goals. However, I'd like to point out the fact that the goalkeeper's got a 40.8. I don't think it was completely the centre-half's fault. However, still, Inter got to the final.
Can I just point out that the new Manchester United goalkeeper only got a 6 as well?
I mean, yeah, 6 goals in a match. The keepers are going to struggle.
Oh, nah.
And on the other end, you got the bloke with pliers, Flacademos. Remember him?
Flacademos and pliers. Brilliant. Oh, my God. Yes.
So he was having to partner Otamendi, so he needed to have some legs about him because Otamendi is about as fast as us three. Yeah. So heat map for this game, rather impressive. He's quite comfortable further up the pitch, slightly higher line. He can play. He's dropping back into the fullback area where necessary. He got a goal in this game. Well done, good job. Clearance, block shot, interception. 2 aerial duels he managed. And then in terms of the important bits, what we're looking out for a ball playing centre half, 3 out of 7 accurate long balls, not too bad. And again, 92% pass accuracy against a team that went all the way to the Champions League final. I think he's an incredibly talented young man. And we would be lucky to have anybody even remotely close to his caliber because he's going to be a great player. Again, remember, he's 19. Botman's only just been able to break through into the Netherlands squad. This kid is more than comfortable at playing international level right now. He's very, very good. So we've got his transfer marked. So 4 caps for Portugal already at 19 years old. Again, is just insane. Current market value, as expected, is quite high. 45 million euros. Again, I could see... You bid 40 for this guy or kid, but Benfica are just going to say go fish. You bid 50, they're going to say go fish. It could get silly. It could get real silly. He's going to be really expensive because he's really, really good. Again, capped all the way through to the under-16s at international level. Contracted until 2027. So he's got a big, big contract we've got to buy out there. But again, very, very versatile, very, very talented young man. And again, flattering that we're linked with somebody of this caliber, but I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
I mean, this is going to be the same stage as Wirtz for me. This is a big signing. If we go in for him, he is going to cost quite a substantial fee. Very good age again. Very, very good player. I mean, it's somebody that we'd love at Newcastle United. I mean, Billy, it's a no-brainer that we want him, but the money would be a problem.
Absolutely. Yeah, all about the money. Don't think it's going to happen, but what a player, what a potential player as well. Nowhere near his peak yet, and he's pushing out figures like that. Portugal, well known for centre halves, of course. They've had some real good ones in the past. This is the next one, I think.
Yeah. Right, we've had a couple of new members come through. The Iron Brew Kid and Martin Watson. Welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much. It is now time to do the draw. I'm just looking at what people think of him in the
A few
chat.
people have mentioned wages as well. Yeah, you're right. He's not likely to be on very high wages at Benfica, so that's not the sticking point. The sticking point will be the transfer fee, unfortunately.
Yeah, James Ellison says Alex was just teasing us with all the Chelsea with the Chelsea lad. Now we have the real deal on the screen. What, David Dickinson's in this? I haven't seen him. Good thing though, Alex. Even if we sign him, his value will only increase as Ash. Ian says he misses my fish. Well, there's actually a fish tank behind me with piranhas in behind the green screen, but it's disgusting in that tank at the minute, so it needs cleaning. But yeah, two big ones next door as well. Right, it's time to do the draw. There's a couple of people did try and skip in there as non-members, so they won't be included. But nice try, guys. I really do mean that. But you know, this is a members draw, and this is how it works. Right, let me just try and bring this up on the screen. Can you guys see that now?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 112 people in the draw. So here we go for the first one. This is for the green away shirt in medium size. Here we go. Ben Smith. Ben Smith, you are the winner of the away shirt. Congratulations, buddy. And now what you need to do, Ben, is let us know in the chat that you have seen you're a winner, just so I can confirm that, and that you will be able to email me your address to get that shirt out to you ASAP. So, Ben Smith, you have won the first one. The second one, here we go. This is for the third kit in the large. Toon Dave, you have won the third kit. So can you let me know in the chat that you have seen that you are a winner? So Ben Smith and Toon Dave, I need you to put in the chat that you've seen that you are winners. So we'll give you a couple of minutes, unless if you don't, then we will draw again. That's how it works on here. You have to be shit hot. So let's see if Toon Dave and Ben are in the chat and get back to us. We will soon see. I think I've seen Toon Dave. I definitely saw Ben earlier on, but whether they're still here or not.
Incidentally, Leicester are playing Hamza Chowdhury in the first team tonight against Burton.
Yes, they are, indeed. Once a very, very big target of Newcastle United, of course.
He's playing at right back, strangely enough.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow. There's Ben Smith. Ben's here. So I've seen Ben. So Ben, if you can send me your address, please. We have hang on, my phone's ringing. No, it's not. The email address is in the description, right at the bottom, or it's got business inquiries and then the email address, Ben. So if you can do that. And Toon Dave is there as well. So there you go. So Toon Dave, if you can look in the description and find the email address, and if you can both send me your email addresses, home addresses, I will get those out to you straight away. Right, coming up on the channel tomorrow night, we have fantasy football. And this show tomorrow is going to be a very good one because it's going to involve you guys in the chat. So if you guys like a bit of fantasy football or you're already involved, we're going to create a Toon Review team that is going to go into the same league as everybody else, but it will be picked by you guys, the viewers. What we are going to do is we will pick 4 players from each position. We will then stick them on a poll for a couple of minutes, and then you guys can vote on the player you want. We will make sure that all these players will come to the right price range. So don't worry about that. But it's going to be a great show. Friday night, of course, we've got the preview for the Villa game, and Saturday you've got the watch along with Billy and Alex from 5 p.m. Kickoff is, of course, 5:30, but we like to do half an hour build up for the Premier League games because, well, as soon as the team news is out, basically it causes a lot of chat. But there you go. Guys, thank you so much to everybody. Please do give it the thumbs up if you've enjoyed the show. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, please do hit the subscribe button, free to do so. And also the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any videos. Also, you can get us on Patreon, of course, where we do extra podcasts away from the camera. So if you like listening in the car, the gym, and things like that, go and check the Patreon out. The link is in the description as well. Everything is in the description. All our socials are there as well. So go and check them all out. You can find me, Billy and Alex, on Twitter as well. And we're on Instagram, Threads, or whatever it's called these days. And there's so many, but we're on them all. So thank you very much to all the super chatters and, of course, all the new members. Welcome to the channel. And, of course, the subscribers as well. Thank you to the mod squad. Thank you, Billy and Alex. But mainly, again, to you guys. Over 1,200 in the chat at one stage tonight. That's fantastic. Thank you for all your support. And we will see you again at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some green.